Guys, we're sitting here looking at the moon, and we're wondering if these structures are structures that are recently inhabited, if they're up and running right now. Now listen, there are light sources. What are we seeing beside each installation and most of the times right on top of the structures that we are finding? Light source. That light source or energy source is activity on the surface of the moon. That's not to be denied. We haven't seen activity as per se a humanoid or human or we see crafts. This is basically what can be seen on the moon. Anomalies, flickering of lights, movements. I've seen substances on the surface flowing. I've seen colors of every color. With my own eye, with the naked eye, I've seen star-like objects shoot out from the sides and tops and even the bottom of the moon over a period of maybe 2 or 3 years. I've been noticing them. It's enough too. It's enough events happen during the year that I can come to the conclusion that there's definitely something going on in outer space and in our skies, just over Earth. We see it all the time. We hear about abductions, and these are authentic abductions that we'll hear about on media or that we'll hear on televisions in different countries. But what happens is that these links disappear. But they are events that happen, and only pockets of people know about these extreme events that happen that are out of the ordinary, that only a handful of people and some may never ever see in their entire lives. But something is up there. If you're looking at those structures, it must be filled with artifacts. Can you imagine the technology that is inside of those buildings that are on the moon? Guys, everything we've ever known and wanted to know is sitting on top of that moon. At 400,000 kilometers away, we could sit here and watch a spaceship leave without even having to get up to go to the bathroom more than once or twice. The spaceship will land on the moon. It's not that far away. Secrets and answers are lying on the surface of the moon. And why are we sitting here paying and funding billions of dollars for space agencies to go deep into space and not to show us anything of what they are obtaining, any information? The real facts is what we want to know. Seeing a picture of Pluto. I was so insulted when I saw a picture of Pluto. Yeah, a ball of ice, everyone said. But that's what they want you to believe. But that ball of ice has a lot on it, and it's so far out. It took New Horizons 10 years to get there. Do you understand the complexity of our universe? It's all built and inhabited with different species. It's because we're not seeing the sky. We're not far enough out there to see in deep space. But when you start getting out into deep space, guys, and you see what's out there in the photos, and you start analyzing these photos, you realize it's all a massive deception. But who is the one telling us that deception? And who's in charge of that? Who's regulating the population on the planet of this Earth? It's really concerning. It's only normal that at one point, yes, we will evolve and we will want to know exactly what's going on. It just makes sense. I know a lot. I'm a thinker. I'm a visionary. I think a lot. I analyze things a lot. And I come to these conclusions, and I'm always trying to stay out of the box, meaning never try to rule anything out, to try to keep my eyes open and thought and mind open for anything different to the norm, because this is where all the secrets are hiding. They're hiding in the shadows. They're hiding in caves on Earth. secrets all over the universe that are buried and hidden. And what happens is that every time an apocalyptic event happens, that's a big bang if you want, boom, and everything starts over again. There are always the remnants of the era before, the species that was there before on the planet that we find. And like here on Earth, we're trying to compare all these ancient ways of artifacts of these and all these bones that we're finding in Egypt and all throughout the world, that we think, well, that was odd. Okay, so we did this first, we did that. Who says that those bones are our ancestors? Who says that they are even from Earth? Unless they're analyzed properly, the DNA and everything. We have the technology today to do it, but we're not doing it. Oh, they are, but they're not telling us. We want to know. And there's a problem. The secret is so huge, but why? What are they hiding? It must be pretty damn big for them to not want to tell an entire planet of billions of people for thousands of years. Doesn't make any sense.